Hello everyone, my name is Ned Finn, and it has been one heck of a day. It's been a day, suffice to say. Oh look, the visual has showed up. I'm not wearing my glasses, I'm not going to be able to track chat, although honestly I don't know how many folks are going to be in chat anyway, so it's, whatever. I threw together the scheduled stream like 2 minutes before it was supposed to start. So, I'm effectively talking to myself. Born Loser, I know that you're gonna come back in and rewatch this at some point. But yeah, I'm this more than anything else is a stream for my own sanity. It's me taking a moment, stepping away, and playing a video game of some kind. So I'm going to start. I have literally no idea what this game is. I've not seen a single screenshot for it. Nothing. The stars in the sky are going out one by one. But no one notices it. No one can stop it. This is like the plot of at least like 2 different series arcs of Doctor Who. I'm just pointing that out. I'm racing to the last place where there is still hope. I need to make it before it's too late. Sounds of agony will quickly fade. The world will be destroyed. I almost read that as Sven. Even the memory of it will be gone. And even if there's absolutely no chance of bringing it all back, there will always be someone willing to do the impossible. In a place without space. Without time. Without memories. Where am I? I can't see anything except this path. Nice androgynous looking figure down there. My head is killing me. I remember only a skeleton with a staff in the sky. This darkness was coming from him. Hold on, I've got my frickin'... Hold on. Got my, Or I had my FPS counter on. Skeleton, staff in the sky. This darkness was coming from him. Did he destroy everything around me? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. Planning. Okay. To change between adventure, traveling through the map, and planning, stop modes, press the switch, right-click, or space. Okay, so I've got lots of options. Okay, so I'm adventuring. There was more text on the screen. I should have read that, but whatever. I hope I'll be able to find some shelter before nightfall, if such a thing as night still even exists without a sky, of course. Continue your journey by changing the game mode. Gotcha. Okay. Pay attention to the day progress bar up there. Gotcha. At the top of the screen, new enemies usually appear at the end of the day. Gotcha. Continue your journey by changing the game mode. Space, right-click, or mode switch. Okay, so that does work. Ooh! A living ball of slime, quite a nuisance. They digest anything they can. I remembered this creature. Maybe I just need to freshen my memory and everything will go back to normal. Traveling, fighting, and most other actions are done automatically. The player can't affect them directly. Press anywhere to continue. Okay. A fairly automated process then. Gotcha. It's hard to fight with your bare hands. I think there's a weapon in the remains of this thing that's not fully digested. Okay. So is that like my loot thing? Otto, get down off the table. Get down off of there. Dog acting like a damn cat. Hey, Anonymous, what's up? Good to see you in chat. I'm glad someone's here in chat. Back when I was all by myself, talking into a microphone, physically and virtually alone, I was explaining that it's been a day, and that this is a stream for the sake of sanity. So even if you are the only person here with me on this journey, I appreciate your presence. And frankly, you and Born Loser and Sam, when she streams or is able to come into the chat, and even Carlene or Angry Archvile or whoever. I appreciate the continued support from everyone. It's the streaming has been extremely good for me, I think, and it's been a bright beacon at the end of the day today. Yeah, I rarely do I get to go into a game this blind. I haven't seen screenshots or anything of this game. Born Loser gifted it to me, so I didn't even have to look at the store page. Yeah, I appreciate you being here is my point. And at some point, I'll probably have to, sort of virtually speaking, deafen myself to the chat, because I might have to plug my phone into a charger, and I don't know, I might be able to charge it up on the computer here. Whatever. Anyway, I think I remember that there is a grave nearby. Are these even my memories, or do they belong to that slime? Interesting. Ooh, Washington Post headline. After oil rained on homes, Biden pulls key permit for U.S. Virgin Islands oil refinery. Yeah, well, reducing the amount of fossil fuel production is probably for the best. Let's see here. I've been staring at it for a few weeks now and still don't get it, and it's all good. Yeah, oh yeah. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna grab my glasses because it's the only thing that makes reading chat possible. If I can even find where they are. Bedside table. Should have known. Okay. See, I have the good fortune to being, I guess, nearsighted. Yeah, nearsighted in only one eye, which generally doesn't affect anything. Like I'll start to get ocular headaches if I go for like a day or so without my glasses whatsoever. But generally, I'm pretty fine. Except it does affect my ability to read stuff on screens, especially because my phone screen is kind of small. Anyway, you can use cards that are left after defeating enemies to add various new objects to the map. That's what planning mode is for. Okay. Drag the card to a suitable space to remember the... Okay, so this is I'm getting a little bit of a Guild of Dungeoneering vibe. That's another good game. I think it's a mobile game now, and I can see that working a little bit better on mobile. I enjoyed it on PC. It's kind of simple, but it's fun. But that's where you're building the dungeon out as you go. You can continue my journey. Connection successfully restored. Oh gosh. Okay. We're back online. My computer just decided to go offline randomly because that's really what I need in my life. Cool. But I got reconnected, so that's all good. That would explain the sudden loss of frames. That happened the other day, but the connection was a blip. It didn't actually disconnect from me, but whatever. I'm glad I didn't have to restart the stream. I know that what's his name? Big Country had to do that at one point. It's good that nobody's listening. You can get new items and cards during battle, as you've probably already noticed. Some items have unique abilities, as do most of the cards. By hovering over an item and inspect. Okay. Damage 4 to 6, evasion plus 9. Dirk versus a sword. Go. Great, so there was a mountain over there, and here's a forest. The world is just like new. The branches and stones in my backpack are a sure sign of that. Some of your actions will yield resources that you will need later on, but not right now. That shouldn't stop you from looking at them right now. Okay. Continue on your journey by changing the game. Yep. It's time to get some rest. Okay. Game itself is a journey on a looped path. Okay. Interesting. Only you will decide when it's time for the hero to return to camp. Either you or the fangs and claws of your enemies, of course. You can retreat almost any time, but a special animation will let you know when it's safer to do so. Okay. Return to camp. Auto. Return to the campfire. Okay. You could continue to stay. No, I guess you could continue to serve. Whatever. The thought of leaving the battlefield and going back to your cozy camp has passed through your mind. What a timely idea. The camp is just around the corner. Let's retreat. Okay. It's cold and dark here. A small fire can solve both these problems. Okay, so this is a camping interface. All right. And incidentally, probably not. I trust your ability to gauge spoileration of information. Nice place to set up camp. This is when all resources you've gathered will come in handy. Who would have thought? You have just enough wood and stones to make a campfire. What a nice coincidence. Okay. Build a campfire using the building function while in a camp. Press the build button, select the campfire, and place it. Okay, select build. Campfire. Okay, so we've got a tech tree of buildings, insofar as you can call a campfire a building, but you know, I get it. Okay, I think he mentioned that in a text actually, so I will keep that in mind. Congratulations, you've beaten this annoying tutorial. You can now start your first expedition, or not, do as you wish. Click anywhere to complete the tutorial. Okay. Expedition? Start. Okay, so maybe the camp is the meta progression, right? This path, everything is wrong, but I remember. Looks like a completely different place. And it's empty again. Do my actions have any meaning? Like I have a choice. If I need to give up and cry to save the world. Like I need to give up and cry to save the world. I am the worst savior of all. Let's do it. It's artificial life. It's a liquid. Plus 4% damage. Okay, I'm getting like some Shovel Knight vibes from my dude. Rock lantern, mountain. Like it's a big rock. It's like a rock, but it's really big. Okay. For each adjacent rock or mountain. Okay, so I currently have 250 HP. Show hide resources. Preserve pebbles. Small stones that still remember how the world used to look. When you hold them, you're able to vaguely remember this. Okay, you know what? I saw an option. Here we go. Oh gosh, that's... Oh... Guys, your font needs a little bit of work, but I prefer this, honestly, to vaguely looking like Yeagley, so I'll put up with it. We'll vaguely remember it for a few seconds too. 10 pieces of pebbles from 1 preserved rock. Road lantern. Decrease the maximum number of monsters on adjacent tiles. The effect the lanterns can stack. Okay, so that'll clear out this area of us. 5% chance of spawning a slime once a day. Okay. So we'll just engage this here slime in about a fisticuffs. Okay. It was a new day, so we have a new slime. Gotcha. Battlefield. It smells of blood and steel. Spawns a chest at the start of each loop. Okay. Enemies on adjacent tiles can become ghosts. Well, let's put it on a tile that doesn't have an enemy on it now. And a meadow. So we'll get a chest. A chest will spawn at the beginning of each loop, not each day. Okay. And then we have a meadow. Earth covered in a thick carpet of glass. Heals 2 HP at the start of each day. Okay. All right. So I guess we can just... Can we just put this anywhere? I'm assuming there's going to be, like, adjacency bonuses. But I guess because we're, like, rebuilding the world, right? Okay, I get you. I get you. Okay, we have a rock. Okay. 2 HP for every adjacent rock or mountain. Okay! There we go! So we have a bonus now. I don't mind the auto combat. The auto combat seems fine to me. Battlefield, we gotta keep those adjacent. I'm beginning to see a little bit of the Factorio influence where there's like, because there's a lot of like grid tile placement importance, right? Okay. Now I'm wishing that I put this damn mountain somewhere a little bit more clever, but whatever. I think I'm gonna turn this into like a whole like mountain range with rocks and hills, or rocks and mountains rather. Okay. And let's see here. So this is gonna be a bit of a slime gauntlet here, but we've got the health for it. These slimes aren't like a big problem. They're not a big heffin' problem. First blood. It's an achievement. Ooh, got stuff. More rocks. Another meadow. No adjacency bonus. We might as well put them together. Check on the stream health. What? I'm having more frackin' technical difficulties here. My internet connection is fine. You're probably not hearing this right now. YouTube is not... Oh, are we done? Is it... Are we cool? Okay. Okay. Whatever. More technical difficulties, I suppose. Okay, treasury. The thick walls guard all kinds of riches from thieves and previous owners. Gives a random resource after placing anything on an adjacent tile. Can't be built adjacent to anything. Okay. Not even the edge of the map, it would appear. Now, can we build things adjacent to it? We can, well, that's not... Okay, so you just can't place it, but you can, it can be adjacent, like you can put things adjacent to it, you just can't put it adjacent to other things. Gotcha. Ooh, what did we get? Ration, a small amount of food. 12 rations form a whole food supply. I'm getting a lot of, like, stacks of resources become other things. A grove. A gentle rush of leaves spawn a rat wolf every 2 days. The wolf can move to an adjacent tile. Well, let's keep him out of the way of... Let's put him at the start of the day. Why not? I guess we're going to have to fight a rat wolf and a slime. We have plenty of health, though. Like, the slimes aren't a huge issue. Now let's head back to camp. Where you keep all resources. Yep. Ooh! I can't believe it. Hey, everybody. The boy has managed to return. Okay, so I am a boy. Bah. I don't I don't get what the issue is. My connection is fine now. It disconnected earlier, but is the stream dying again? It looks like it's dying on my end, but I can't. It's hard to tell. Whatever. Don't be worried about the image flickering on and off. It's just, I'm checking the I just smacked the microphone with my fingernail. I'm just checking the stream health is all. Anyway, survivors, does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from, or we can't remember. These people you see are only a small part of what's left of the group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached this conclusion because of the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. With each day, new signs of presence of people that, as far as everyone here knows, have never even been with us. It's like we forgot them. You forgot? Exactly. It's like people disappear every day and we instantly forget they existed. Everyone's just lost their object permanence. That's the issue. My name is Yoda. That's the part I still remember. Nobody else's memory is in much better shape. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said that I managed to return? That means you remembered I was here? Yes, that's why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't wander around in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire and a few sleeping bags here, a real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Of course. I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to restore everything. I've begun to remember the world as it was before. But there's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remembering the world, I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted. But we'd be glad if you could help us, and we'd be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to go with you. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving the group is too dangerous. I'll ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want to have a place to return to, a place where I can hear other people's voices. Okay. We weren't joking about helping you. Here are a few things that survive the cataclysm and don't vanish away. Can't be forgotten. Take them. You might need them. Okay. What have I got? Stable wood. Preserved pebbles. Preserved rock. Ration and food supply. Okay. Build an herbalist's hut. I don't have the resources. I can make a field kitchen, though. That seems valuable. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. What, you were waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes, and everyone in this camp will be returning to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. You got a stew going. Okay, can we build anything else? We can build... no. No, we cannot. We could build a refuge, an herbalist hut, and a smithy when we get enough resources. I don't know what all this stuff is that we need, though. Oh, well. Let's return to our expedition. Hold on. Okay. So it's a deck builder on top of everything else. I guess. I guess this is day 2 or loop 2. I don't know. What is all this? I'm very confused. I don't know what kind of state the frickin' stream is gonna be in. Who even knows? Sure, let's go with that. Chapter 1. Enemies have 0 to 1 abilities. Enemy strength is 5%. Enemy strength growth is 2% per loop. Max amount of resources, 10. Class warrior. Do I unlock classes eventually? I would presume so. Okay. Gotcha. So, okay. So every time you go to the camp, the world resets. Gotcha. But I don't know, do I? No, well, yeah, of course I reset because my stats are tied to the world. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okie dokie. I'm gonna do that for my rocks. Gotcha. Anonymous, I'm glad to see you back in chat. I thought I'd lost you for a moment. Okay, let's do another rock, and let's do some pastures here, I guess? I'm sure I'll learn ideal placement for all this stuff eventually, all in due time. I think... There we go. I wonder if this is considered to be... This is a diagonal is considered an adjacency or not. I don't know. I guess I could find out. No, a diagonal is not considered an adjacency. Good to know. GTK. Vampire Mansion. That sounds like a rad time. Ooh. And the stream is having... is having a fucking issue again. Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna continue on, see how things go. Adds vampires to battles in adjacent tiles. Well, let's do that. But let's place it, like, in so it's fewer tiles where we're gonna fight vampires, huh? Now let's see if this meadow is working for us. I kind of want, like, that. Maybe that. So at this point, we could go back to camp, but that would reset the whole gosh dang world. Okay, so we heal at camp, though. That's good to know. That is legitimately valuable to know. Stream is back up for now, I guess. I don't... Stream's being super heckin' wonky today, y'all. I don't even know. That was a more powerful slime, y'all. That slime was not messing around. It does appear like time passes more slowly. Okay, so that's our health restoring, yes. Okay, so hold on. I'm not equipping my shit. Okay, armor, helmet. Yes. Chainmail, max HP 90, even better. 93, even better. 46. Regen per second. That sounds super useful. And damage to all 2. Okay. Now that we're actually equipping ourselves. Oh, I can imagine people have automated this shit, like, out the wazoo. I can absolutely see that happening. No vampires yet, which is, what we're gonna call a good thing. Stream has decided to poop itself again, and it really likes taking focus off of the game to announce this, which is, you know, just terrific. Armor's doing me a lot of good, though. Let's put up another meadow, more rocks, another vampire mansion, I guess, although, golly, that does seem like a bad idea. Okay, so I don't heal entirely, but I heal a decent chunk at camp. And I do have regen even in battle. That's good. Another spider cocoon. Sounds like a pretty awful thing. Sounds like the exact sort of thing that Born Loser would not want to worry about. And adjacent tiles. Well, let's put it there. There seems to be a lot of strategic placement of junk. Back off, human. A vampire! Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. No more lands, no more flock, only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger! Ahem. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I will be able to keep my head straight. Okay. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its share. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me, and I will set this crumbled world right. Right. I'm not doing this just for myself, but for everyone, in the name of the good. So be grateful for my hard work, and just let me bleed you dry! Okay. Let's see how much damage we actually do to Mr. Vampire over here. Okay, so he's regenning with every attack. That's no good. Oh, I do believe he's going to kill us. Well, maybe not. Oh, hey, we killed him. Vampires often own our lands. They kept the peace and helped with our settlements prosper. That's an interesting bit of world building there. Kind of dig that. But this won't do it all. They're just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently, the blood of other creatures can't sustain them. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures that stand near him are imbued with the power to devour someone else's life. Well, that's no good. A blood grove, a living forest, preys on the wounded occupants of adjacent tiles. Many spawn something dreadful from their remains. Can be placed near a forest adjacent to the road. Its roots devour the enemies that have less than 15% of HP left. Well, that sounds cool as hell, but we don't have a forest. So more meadows! We are sort of hurting for health here. If we end up fighting another vampire, that's going to be a real conundrum for us. And unfortunately, I don't know... Well, I guess we can check. It's a regular grove. Vampires, 2 battles. Okay. So wherever there's a battle, there's going to be a vampire. That's cool. Spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. Decent tile. Let's put that at the start of our venture. Blood Grove, man. I guess we can put the Blood Grove there. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a lore-heavy game if you go looking for it. Pretty sure anyways. Well, I dig the idea of, like, vampires serving like a civic function in this game. We're super dead. Okay, so maybe don't put down creatures every single time. Now, we did have more items. I gotta keep making sure to, like, use my equipment. You've died in battle. Death does not favor the fallen, but it made a little exception for you. Retreat. 30% of all resources found. Okay. Alive, but how? Thanks to us. A small group of us dragged you here. It wasn't easy. How could you fight off all those monsters? They nearly killed me. That's also interesting. Many of them vanished right before our eyes. Some we managed to avoid, but I think most of the beasts were gone even before we left the camp. I think your trips are deeply connected to your memories, my friend. Everything falls apart as soon as you're unconscious. Okay, this is all very gamey thinking, but I'm not opposed to it. I'm into it, yo. Okay, nowhere near to building these things, but that's okay. So maybe don't put down, like, every single item as soon as you get it. But, okay, so it does appear that the camp we get to maintain, which is cool. Looks like this is the same deck we had. Sure, I don't know. I don't quite get the, the deck building aspect of it yet, but I'm sure I'll scratch the surface eventually. Let's make sure to be smart about this. Because extending okay, that's good. That is very good. So, because extending the battles just means more opportunity for enemies to attack us, right? Which we don't want. We're not going to put down that vampire mansion yet. No siree. No siree, Bob. Okay. Chainmail. Armor, that's better. Extra defense. 90, 90. Can we, like, junk stuff? Another vampire mansion. But, like, can we junk stuff, though? I don't know. I have to figure... Excuse me, I have to figure that out eventually. On top of everything else, I have the hiccups. Hooray. I think maybe I do the meadows over here this time. Gosh, these hiccups are pretty potent. I'm just like watching this little thing dilate up here to show that time has paused. I guess I can equip things mid-battle? That's good. Okay, what do we got? Another meadow, another rock. I have a plan for my mountains here. I'm gonna do like a little quad of mountains surrounded by rocks to maximize my adjacency bonuses, maybe. Okay, so new monsters spawn every day on unoccupied tiles, it would appear. Okay, that looks like a better sword. Magic defense. Sword is actually a little bit worse, but it gives me regen, which I really like. We could do a grove. Gonna do that. Fucking here. Why not? Oblivion causes everything to be totally forgotten. Erases any established tiles. Erased monsters from the road. Okay, so that seems valuable. No Oblivion. So that's not ideal placement for our Blood Grove, but you know. Oh yes, I've notoriously gross hiccups. Both of my siblings were consistently appalled. My sister in particular. Evasion. Evasion seems a little bit better, maybe? A shield. Shield seems good. So Oblivion just removes a tile. Gotcha. That could actually be really useful for, like, eliminating a foe later on. Like if we have an adjacent tile for a vampire mansion that has a monster on it, we could get rid of the monster and thus get rid of the vampire encounter. Yeah, my devious plan is coming together now. I'm picking up what this game's putting down. I get you, game. I get you. Oh yeah, my health is doing way better than it did before. Yes, probably. Probably. Just brainstorming the possibility. Cemetery spawns a skeleton every 3 days. Okay, I think let's put that here, and then immediately regret it because I'll bet like skeletons are just the fucking worst. Okay, do we have anything? 6. I like this sword though. Is the thing. That's new armor though. That's better armor. Count attack speed and counter. Yeah. I mean, a counter's got to be as good as evasion, right? I like the little foresty header up here. That's neat. This shield is doing me a lot of good, I think. That rat wolf is pretty potent, it would appear. Hell yeah. Better shield? Much better shield. Jeebus. A bacon. A worthless landmark in a world with no direction. 20% attack speed for all units. Okie dokie. Oh, I love the artwork on that. That's a very nice little object right there. Like, even if it's small, it looks cool as hell. I mean, if it's 20% increase to all unit speed. Road lantern. Decreases the maximum. Okay. I don't quite know what to do with the lanterns yet, so I'm just gonna, like, stash that aside. But it's good to know. I want more mountains. More mountains, more meadows, please. It's gonna be very valuable. That's a good question, Max K. I'm honestly not sure because I was gifted this game. It feels like it would be something in like the $10 range. In fact, I think I did look up the price of it just to know how grateful I should be. I mean, I'm grateful for any game that I'm gifted. Not gonna lie. Let's do another grove right here. Why not? That's actually a better placement for the Blood Grove if we get another one. Although I guess that would have been even better because, well, I don't know. But yes, I believe this was a $10 acquisition for frequent chat correspondent Born Loser, who's tragically unable to be here right now. That's a good sword, and that's good armor. Don't mind if I do. I'd love to be able to... Is there a way to... I like how those slide around, though, don't I? That's my options screen. Don't need that. I don't know. I'd love to figure out a way of trashing equipment that I don't need. Whatever. Oh, I got sticks, I think. Stable branches become stable wood. Gotcha. Okay. We're figuring this heck out. Heck out? Whatever. We're figuring this crap out. This dire rat, this rat wolf is no frickin' match for me, I'm afraid. He's got nothing on me, lads. He's got nothing. Let's see what this skeleton has to offer, though. He might put up a challenge. Another beacon. Let's see how the beacon functions here. I don't know. I guess we've already been past the beacon once. I don't know. Undead has a soul. Alright, well, the skeleton didn't pose that much of a threat. Duly noted. Okay, so yeah, that does just increase my, my speed. I can see that actually being... Okay, so now we actually have multiple enemies on a tile, which we've not seen up to this point. Even better armor. My goodness. We'd love to see it, folks. This is a level 2 sword, level 2 axe. We already have our better sword. I can see these beacons actually being really useful for getting rid of the tedium. And Max K, I will keep an eye out for that that Easter egg. This is literally my first time playing this game. I've played it for like an hour now, so very new. But I'm enjoying it so far. I think this is pretty neat. I could see putting a fair amount of time into this to figure it all out. Okay, another battlefield. So we've not... Okay. We've not actually... I don't think we ever got a chest before. Better shield? Not better shield. Maybe the game will just start to replace other gear as, like, older gear as I get new stuff. That is my hope, at least. Well, that's good. I like a game that's not stingy with loot. Loot's great. That is literally the appeal of stuff like, you know, Diablo or, what do you call it? Borderlands. I almost called it Battlelands, and that's definitely not its name. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. Blooming Meadow. Why a Blooming Meadow? Blooming Meadow next to... Okay. Hold on. Hold on! I feel like we've discovered... We've just discovered a, like a synergy here. Okay, I'm peeling away the layers now. Okay. Okay, game. I wonder if I could get the same thing off of just a regular grove. I'm curious now. I've been putting all these damn meadows just off in the corner. That was a mimic, the looks of it. New axe, that sounds good. Damage to all... evasion, vampirism at 8%. Don't know what that means. What's vampirism? Does that like let me regen? Because if so, that's dope as hell. Yeah, those beacons just seem to just speed things up a little bit for you, which I get the appeal. So we've got some preserved rock. What we don't want to do is just, like, die outright. Oh, yeah, that, the Diablo 2 remaster thingy. What are these? Oh, it's a goblin. I threw that down not knowing what it was. Did that spawn? I don't think so. I just wasn't paying attention when I plopped that down, apparently. Or maybe it spawned. I don't know. Spawns a goblin on adjacent tile once every day. Okay. Appears for every 10 mountain or rock tiles. Okay, so it did spawn. I caused that to spawn. Stop! Is that a good goblin voice? Where did these goblins come from? I don't remember. I don't remember remembering you. We remembered ourselves. Now give us all you got. You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first? Then you can do anything you want. Goblin must rob. No other order in the world. Fair enough. I guess you don't have any valid objection here. I guess I don't have any valid objection here. Oh, wait. I do have one. How about stab? Here there be gerblins. Okay, yeah, I make it great. Thank you. I should have, I'm so out of practice at seeing new people. I should have mentioned the fact that I stream, every Tuesday and Thursday. Maybe I got a subscriber out of that. Who knows? That's the hope, at least. Let's check. I should be able to check on my channel, right? Poke the button. See channel. Yes! Max K is a new friend. Hello, Max K. Oh yeah, these guys are super fucking goblin core, man. You don't get much more goblin core than actual goblin. It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe it means everything is not actually so bad and that the world is trying to restore itself. Or that even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some pests. Oof. Oof. Let's not all think about too much about like the weird anti-Semitic nature of goblins, of gerblins. Okay, so we cannot put the meadows adjacent to the forest or the grove tiles, but this is very valuable information here. Okay, that we got the blooming meadow. That's super neat. I can feel that there's like a whole other layer here. New subscriber. That's a boost to the ego right there. That's always nice. There's attack speed. Okay, yeah, so I am gaining health back from attacking, it looks like. Cool beans. Oh, look at that. Noticeable ooh, look at that. Mountain peak, motherfucker. Have additional HP for every... Oh, that's so cool. Could support the sky if it itself if it weren't already gone. That's quite a sentence there. There's enough to turn a caterpillar into a butterfly, a seed into a sprout, or a drop of water into a stream. Will turn itself into something else too, if you collect enough of it. Hold on. It's time to feed the dog. Okay, yeah, Max K, if you're still in chat, I stream every Tuesday and Thursday from 3:30 to 5:30. I streamed The Sims for a long, hot while there. Thank you for subscribing, by the way, assuming that was you. Welcome as a proud denizen of Finland. I'm kind of streaming whatever these days. Like, I've been streaming some Minecraft with my friend Sam. We've been doing some multiplayer stuff. This is just something brand new that I'm jumping into that I'm really enjoying. So yeah, come in, take off your shoes, stay a while. Whenever you feel like Tuesdays or Thursdays, 3:30 to 5:30. Okay, my dog needs dinner now. Bye. Yoki dokie, Egashokis. Get it? Yoke. Yoki dokie. Anyway, 20 changes form a complete metamorphosis. Okay. Cool. There could be a peanut butter treat in his future. I could see that happening. Spider Cocoon, Road Lantern, 2 Oblivion cards, got 2 Vampire Master cards. I cannot sort my hand. That's a real tragedy. Let's put down a Vampire Mansion for the heck of it. And what's the Spider Cocoon do again? Spawns a spider on an adjacent tile once per day. Okay. That sounds fine. Another chest. Oh, that's cool. The chest actually lets me, like, regen health when I attack it. Okay. Let's... Better armor. No regen, but it's still better. Shield's still no good. Gosh, that's like boring armor, but it's got a lot. So that's okay. So your armor is determines your max HP. That's good to know. Defense. I really like this vampire ring though. Is the thing. Like that's doing me a lot of good. I feel like. Gosh, that's an awful lot of zombies, isn't it? Or not zombies, monsters. Pfft. Zombies. I will say, like, I was seriously considering on and off throughout the day. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna stream or not. Yes. I'm really glad that I decided to stream today. It's doing me some good, I think. Like this, I think streaming at this point, like, that's gotta count as a self-care behavior, right? If I get as much out of it as I do, and I do, it's gotta be worth something. All attack speed, 16%, but... Another grove. I'm gonna hold off on that for the moment. There's a burb! Guys, there's a burb that flew out from the mountain peak. I don't know if the burb does anything, but I'm glad that it's there. I think I can see the nests there. Oh no, it's become a monster. Cool. Well, there you go. These fracking goblins. Wants to know if what is good precisely. If this is good? Because, yeah, I think this is good. This is pretty dope so far. What? Oh, this is like a harpy. What should her voice be? No! What do you mean, no? You want to save the world, but you want to ask for help. Our answer is no. How did you... But why no? We see far away. I could go for like a bird person vibe. We see deep inside. I don't remember how bird person sounds. Whatever. For a long time, there has been just emptiness instead of sky, but it doesn't stop us from seeing. Yeah, Anonymous. I'm having a fun time with this so far. Your saving the world is one-sided and naive. Each person sees their own way of saving the world. That's why no one will ever join you. Oof. Oof. Fine, I don't fully understand it, but tell me your version. What does to save the world mean to you? My progeny and my kin, for them to be strong and live. It's a part of the cycle of life and death. It is life itself. It is the world. I will kill you and feed your remains to my starving younglings, and life will go on. And how many lives does your blade give birth to by killing again and again? Only one. I don't want you or your children to die from starvation. Please, try to see reason. If my mission succeeds, harpies can have all the skies and all the hunting grounds they need. I can't feed my children with your beautiful words. It's time to say goodbye. Okay, I think... Like my... Jesus, I feel awful. By fixing one evil, I'm becoming a source of another. This is my I Am Legend shit right here. There's no hope. There's no home for harpies except the highest mountains, but there's no food there. I can't imagine how they've managed to survive if their mountains were cut away from reality. Speaking of mountains, doot. More gerblins. I think maybe I go back to camp after this. See what else there is to see. I wonder if I can get like a big ass peak if I combine 4. Like a 4x4 grid. Red lantern there seems like a good idea. Let's not put a grove, actually. Another meadow could be nice. I wonder if the meadow becomes like a blooming meadow when it's next to anything. Or if it's just like the groves. I can't imagine it's just a blood grove that turns it into a blooming meadow. That wouldn't make sense to me. You know, when it's put adjacent to any non-meadow thing. I think I'm going to return to the camp. Well, let's test that out, shall we? Yeah! Okay, so it's next to anything, it turns into that. Treasure gives random resource after placing anything on an adjacent tile to it. Okay. I gotcha. Place an adjacent. Hell yeah. Okay. We got stable metal, bitches. Okay. I'm starting to pick up what this game's putting down, y'all. I do think that we should return to the camp, though. Retreat. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, another success. You've returned and we still remember you. Unbelievable! Yeah, it's good to be back. I hardly call it a success. My old memories of the world are gone. The path is empty again, and there's only darkness everywhere I look. Interesting. So technically you remember that there are things you have forgotten. We should find a way to use that. Let's talk about something more positive. We managed to tidy up the place. It's time for the next step. What do you have in mind? Expanding the camp. We have all sorts of craftsmen, from cooks to an alchemist, but they need places to work. We can't use the materials from around here. You turn away from a second, from a branch or a stone you've just found, and it's gone. Afraid only you can solve this problem. The materials that survived your trip always look suitable for building. They're just stones and splinters. How can you build something with them? Curious, eh? I noticed with the fire you made, things you obtain somehow infect everything with similar stability. Only in small amounts, but it's something. Even a small branch is enough to make a wooden wall exist without constant supervision. This is a really weird, like, world premise, but I'm digging it. Let's build. We can't build. We still need more stable wood and more food supply to build an herbalist hut. But it's something. Okay. Let's expedite. So I'm beginning to see, I think, chrono crystals. So these are all the options that we're gonna get in a given game, which makes a certain amount of sense, I suppose. I guess I don't know. I still don't quite understand how this all works. I don't know what this 7 and 12 mean, and what the 12 in the middle means. I guess the 12 is just the number of cards I have. Yes. I don't know. I'm still working all that out. And yes, Anonymous, this is a pretty wild world overall. I am so enjoying this, though. Okay, and there's a game speed option as well. Tan fucking fastic. Okay, it's only a ×2 speed. But still, that's something. Okay, let's do this again. Let's equip ourselves properly. It's a rapier. Cool. Another mountain. More rocks. Got a groove. Let's put that, I don't know, here. Why not? Shield is the same. Shield is actually a little bit worse. Axe is fine. We're getting vampirism off of the rapier. That's cool. It's not much, but it's something. Got a cemetery, got rocks. Cemetery there. I don't know. I'm still sort of learning with where the correct placements for everything should be. Okay, so we got a double enemy tile thing, but that's okay. These bad boys. Spider cocoon. Got magic damage. And I think this setup is fine-ish. I like the 10% counter. That seems valuable. Spider cocoon seems like it would be good there. So we can only put spiders onto that tile. I don't know if reducing, like, the effect of... I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, actually. I don't know. I'm getting some preserved pebbles. Okay, so I get, like, the preserved and stable references now because it's physically, like, preserved, like, material. I guess we could just put, like, a bunch of meadows around that or something. That would work. Road lantern. Let's put that next to the... there. I suppose. Restore some health. Back to full health, no less. Okay. Test out the meadow thing again. Yep, that still works. We're very close to getting that metamorphosis thing. And that gives us... Okay, so the Blooming Meadow gives us one of these noticeable change things, which these... The noticeable... I don't know what it is about the noticeable change in particular, but that's given me real... what do you call it? Like Cultist Simulator or Sunless Sea vibes. Both of which I think would be interesting to do on stream. I don't know, like, how good they would... They're interesting games. I don't know how well they would work as stream fodder, but I'd be totally up for giving it a shot. Another cemetery. Okay, so the gravestones change shape to reflect the shape of the path. That's cool. Dig that. I have given myself double skeletons now, which does seem like a bad idea. At the very least, it would be a very difficult physical malady to suffer from. Okay, let's equip ourselves, shall we? Let's not be total ditsies about this. Let's try to... I'm curious to see if we get... okay, yeah, no, there's the Gerblin camp. No, we're still sort of rocking the same level of gear. Vampirism is doing us some good. I think our health was taking a little bit of a hit, mostly just because of the lack of meadows, but we're kind of getting that back now. Really don't need to worry so much about What do you call it? Like a single battle really being that deadly. It's the cumulative effect of multiple battles, right? So we have another harpy. And I guess technically a single enemy could like do, or like a single encounter maybe could do us some ill. That's an awful lot of spiders, huh? See, here I am saying that, oh, a single encounter's not going to be that bad, but this spider fight seems real bad. How often does this thing spawn spiders? Spider cocoon. Once per day. Okay. So, yeah, we definitely want to give... Oh, thank goodness. Slightly better gear. Just don't mind if I do. The vampirism is so very nice. But that damage is hard to ignore. Ooh, even better. I'm liking the vampirism stat. That seems very valuable, in my opinion. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, it definitely seems like we want to place the spider nests in such a way that they are... Another meadow. Don't mind if I do. The meadow might be the only... Oh, these spiders are totally gonna kill us. Can we retreat? Keep 60% of resources you found. Okay. I think we've learned a valuable lesson there, which is don't place yourself in a situation where there's going to be 3 spiders on one tile, frankly, unless you've got some, like, beacons to keep those off. But we can go back on our expedition. Can we build anything? No. So a little bit ways off. We're close, though. We're close to getting... We're very close to actually getting enough wood to build the herbalist hut, and then we just need the food rations. And we're close to getting the second one of those, so that's good. I think so far my only real complaint about the art style might be these little, like, sort of overworld sprites, but that's fine. Like the sprites in the battles look good. So I'm generally pretty pleased here. Actually equip our gear. Important stuff to do. We can throw down a... Maybe we'll just be, like, chill on the placement for a little while, huh? Not get too crazy. Beacon seems good. Let's put a grove here. Oh yeah. Ned Finn, pro fucking gamer here. Don't get it twisted here, y'all. I'm good at this shit. Okay, I'm gonna put that here. And then the next time I get a mountain, because I'm gonna have like a ring of mountains here, maybe a second thing of mountains down here. I'm not sure if a full 4x4 grid is going to do anything, but I know that a 3x3 grid does, so I'm going to kind of have like a mountain range here, in this general zone. And I think my mouse might be dying at long last. It's about time. It keeps warning me. It's like, your battery is extremely low. I'm like, well, fucking die then. Spider cocoon. Okay, here's what we're going to do with the placement of the spider cocoon. We're going to put that there. So it has lots of tiles to spit its nasty little children onto. Yeah, the little character overworld icon is pretty derp, but I love it. It's adorable. We got vampirism right out the gate, by the way, which is I'm happy with, to be sure. I'm gonna do that there, and then Blooming Meadows here and here. Well, they will become Blooming Meadows in due time. Sort of foothills region. Got a noticeable change there, which is great. Everything's got a different place where it can be placed, which it's all very... I'm getting the strategery here now. Suffice to say. Where are my mountains at, y'all? I was getting nothing but mountains last loop. I don't know if there's a particular type of enemy that spits out one type of gear over the rest. Another grove. We can put that up there. I think what we want to avoid is having too many enemies on one tile. Is really what we're trying to avoid. In fact, I'm already beginning to see an issue here. Oh wait, no, that's a beacon, not a. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can put that. Here? Yeah, let's do that there, actually. Not too in the way. We can do another rock here. Then a cemetery, no. Let's do a meadow here, actually. Give us another blooming meadow. I'm very curious to start finding, like, more synergies and stuff, because that stuff is super duper neat. Very into that. Just gonna do this. I know, I do want to complete my little mountain peak there, because I want to figure out what happens if I get a metamorphosis. That seems like a valuable resource in this world. Road lantern, here's what we want. Yeah, these kinds of battles do seem kind of like I can see like a bunch of enemies stacking up on you being a real problemo. Yeah, like this, for instance. Okay, let's not have this be happening. Because there's a bunch of there's 2 spiders and a slime there, which I'm so not into. Like, we didn't really make it through our last spider encounter, and we had, like, a bunch of upgraded gear. Now, it's possible that the enemies scale with your gear level. We do need to upgrade ourselves, incidentally. Because we have shit gear. We need better shit. Much better. Okay. Got another Blood Grove. Which I think, yeah, let's just put that there. Do another meadow. Well, let's do a meadow there, actually. Yeah, let's put it there. Why not? We're working our way up to that metamorphosis, slowly but surely. That's the goal for this particular loop, right? We want a metamorphosis to happen. Let's put this here. Do another mountain. Hey, come on, harpies and goblins, I suppose. Okay, 15 points towards the thing. Oh yeah, no, this is a rough fight, huh? That's actually, oh, that's okay. We did just fine. Got a better shield. That level 4 sword is really carrying a lot of weight for us, huh? Oh gosh, I want one hit KO on these spiders. I don't know where I got this sword, but I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Dumb. I feel dumb for saying it, but whatever. Do that. Gotcha. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. My brain is so frazzled that completely went over my head. But you're good. Appreciate a good old-fashioned GOT reference. If it's one that I do not get immediately. God, the first, like, 4 seasons of that show were so good, and it went down so precipitously fast. And, like, it seems pretty obvious now that, like D.B. Weiss and David Benioff were two basically competent hacks, who, like, were decent enough at adapting the material on the page, because the material itself is very good. Like, Game of Thrones is a tremendously well-written series. But, like, it was kind of obvious in the end, because, like, every single change that those two made was bad. The chest at the beginning of every loop. Okay, let's do this, like, here, where there's very few enemies spawning, typically. Like, there's not a bunch of extra dudes showing up. But, like, a lot of the changes that that D&D made, which is D&D being D.B. Weiss and David Benioff, like, were just kind of bad. And a lot of them seem to start with the question, but what if it wasn't consensual? Whether that be, like, Dany's first time with Khal Drogo, or the scene between Cersei and Jaime in the tomb over Joffrey's body. Like, just weird scenes that were, like, kind of awkward and problematic at the time in the book. Like, age different. Like, Dany's age is a real canard throughout, like, a lot of that first book. Whatever. Different time, different culture. Still bad. But, you know, whatever. And, you know, the scene with Jaime and Cersei in the books, when they bang with after Joffrey's funeral, is weird, but it's consensual. It's a weird, like, emotional processing moment for them, rather than a rape scene, which I feel like if I was worried about YouTube monetization, I would not use the R word, but, you know, whatever. I'm not, so it's chill. Do we want to put any more of these things down? I feel like no, and I feel like we should also really be paying more attention to our... Okay, that's good, but it's not nearly as good as my sword. Evasion. I'd like my vampirism 16, but I will take the evasion for a slightly decreased amount of vampirism. Though y'all know I love my vampirism. I'm a big fan of it, quite frankly. We've got more wood. Gosh, I just want a metamorphosis so bad. I'm like 2 meadow cards away from getting that, from making that happen. If I really wanted to. Ooh. Yeah. More vampirism on a shield too? Hell yeah. Well, I mean, the Starbucks cup was not, like... That's not great. I mean, that's just, I think, a manifestation of, like, hey, guys, we need to wrap this shit up. I could have done something a little bit different there, but whatever. It's fine. It's cool. Let's crank things up a notch. Speed things up a tick. Put a meadow. Throw that down. A metamorphosis, the world's ability to change and transform, was carefully detached from its existence and put into an orb and destroyed. It's nice that it isn't irreversible. Gotcha, gotcha. See, like, here's the thing. Like, I am fully confident that D&D were following, like, the basic outline that Martin gave them, right? I'm willing to believe that there's a world where King Bran makes sense, where there's a world where, you know, like, well, so here's the thing. The lack of Phagon almost certainly creates plot issues. Like, that's probably was going to be the source of Dany's murder rage, but, like, without that, and without, like, the necessary time to establish stuff, like, you have weird issues, like frickin' Arya and Sansa just being, like, hyper aggro against one another. Oh, I only get... Okay. So that didn't do that. Interesting. I wonder if that would have done a Mountain Peak elsewhere. If I had done... That's interesting, though. Okay, whatever. Good to know, I suppose. Let's do that there. Alright, game. Calm down. Hakuna, your Tata's game. I don't know. It's what became of that show is a real frackin' disappointment. It truly is. I'm very curious what I get to use this metamorphosis for. Oh yeah. I'm a bringer of life, man. And, you know, remover of it as well. I was about to say, please prioritize the bird monster before the chest. I beg of you. Okay. Max HP is up. A spear! A spear! Don't mind if I do. Ooh. I have vampirism shield. I need to keep an eye on my gear. Regen per second seems really good. Let's do that. The fact that I get vampirism regen off of those chests is real nice, by the way. I hope that's not a bug that's going to get patched out or something, because that's very, or like, not a bug, but like an oversight. Because that's remarkably valuable. As is all of the regen that I'm getting from all these blooming meadows. Let's start building another mountain peak over there, maybe. See if that does anything for us. Oh, a mace. I didn't see the mace. I don't know. Don't give the mace. Ooh, an axe. Oh, God, that axe does so much damage. Don't mind if I do. Gosh, that's an awful lot of gentlemen, huh? Okay, so increasing using the speed increase only increases. Okay, well there you go. Does not affect the speed of battles. GTK. Do that there. I'm gonna keep the Oblivion on hand in case I'm stuck with like a really shitty tile somewhere, which is totally possible. I feel like I gained health from that encounter, which is a good feeling. Let's put that there. Why not? I wonder if the beacon effects stack. It's an interesting question for another day. Okay, so we got another goblin camp. That's good to know, I guess. I mean, I'm not thrilled to see it, but you know. Let's put that there. I haven't fought a ghost yet. No bows yet, tragically. Although, let's see here. What do we got? Vampirism shield, magic damage. I like the idea of magic damage, but you know. I'd really like to see what I can use that metamorphosis for. I've got 2 things of stable metal. That seems really valuable. This run is going really quite well, I feel. See, Anonymous, you had me worried that this was going to be, like, completely inscrutable. And you got me really excited. This, I can grok this, no problem. Give me something like Dwarf Fortress where I just stare at it and go, I don't know. Okay, we got more cards than we frankly know what to do with. Another Blood Grove, which... Okay, let's put this grove here and the Blood Grove here. So we can deal with all of these fuckers. I don't think I want to put down another Vampire Mansion. Yeah. That seems good. Another meadow, don't mind if I do. Mostly I don't want to place down meadows that aren't going to be blooming meadows at this point. There's no real point to it. Health is super duper great right now. As is my ability to regain health. Like, all these meadows are doing me a whole lot of good, I think. Okay, Vampire plus Harpy seems like a rough fight, but I'm taking it on like a boss. Got health for days. No problem. Maximum effort. Sorry, I watched Deadpool last night. Great movie, by the way. It's possible that I've just invested a lot of time into playing a lot of weird games. There's also that. 2 chests from 2 different battlefields. Gotcha. Or no, 2 different treasuries, maybe? I don't know. Don't recall. Oh well. I feel like I should be putting more of these cards down, but all these cards are full of bad things. I guess let's do that. That's gonna be a sucky tile to deal with. Actually, I'm just gonna Oblivion that right now. Goodbye. Do a cemetery here, I guess. The rat wolves are fine. Let's do a grove there and a grove here. I don't know. Gonna move on. Silly Sausage Anonymous, you can't get a nat 20 in intelligence. In order to roll... Okay, so in D&D, at least like all the D&D versions that I've played, to get your stats, you roll either 3 6-sided die or 4 6-sided die and then remove the lowest score, the lowest roll. So your maximum, your absolute maximum natural stat is going to be... Well, I mean, I guess you could consider it a nat 20 because, like, certain races get certain bonuses to... So, like, you can have, like... I don't think there's anyone that actually has a bonus to intelligence, though. But like if you're an orc, for instance, or a half orc, like you get a +2 bonus to your strength. So you could roll an 18, put that in strength. It's technically a nat 20, but it's not like in terms of the roll. That's your D&D tidbit for the day. It's bound to happen at some point. You can't avoid it with me. I'll work D&D into any conversation I can. The mace is good, but it's not good enough. Now that I like. That's good looking armor right there. Vampirism 18. Ooh. Oh, fuck it. I'll replace it. I will. That vampirism is so nice. Yeah, I took a 100-point hit to my damage, or to my health. I don't care. I'm all about that vampirism. Vampirism for life, yo. My health is fine. I've got plenty of it. Got life for days, y'all. Life for days. Meadows for days. Gotta fight one slime. One piddly little slime, and then I'm gonna get my my health back. Map completion. When this bar is full... Hold on, game. Bring me back your tooltip. This bar is filled. The boss of this chapter will appear on the campfire tile. Okay. So this isn't just like, do this until you die. There's actually a point to some of this. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see if we get another mountain peak. We do not. Okay, so we can officially only build one peak per map. It's good to know. GTK. Do another meadow, another blooming meadow. We could do more meadows around there as well when we get to it. I don't really want to put down another grove or more spider cocoons for that matter. Yeah, no, I've got a level 8 axe. That's all I need. I don't need your shitty rapier. No, thank you. I'm curious about these other slots. I assume that those are opened up later, eventually. We'll take that shield, though. That shield's looking mighty fine. More meadows. Don't mind if I do. Please and thank you. Another road lantern, which seems... Ooh, and another treasury. Okay. I can put that there. Ooh, we're getting low on room for treasuries, but that's okay. We could put a spider cocoon there. That wouldn't actually be adjacent to it, though, would it? We just put it one further up there, but whatever. Is fine. Do we even want to build a spider cocoon somewhere? We do. We will. God, the spider cocoons are the ones where you want to build more tiles. Whatever. What is that? When did you get here, buddy? Living plant has a soul. What about this is a plant? It's all good, Anonymous. I'm not getting a real plant vibe off of the guy called a flesh golem. Whatever. We're actually, like, low-key kind of close, like 75, almost, well, what would that be? 13 times 5 would be, what would that be? Be 65% of the way towards towards another metamorphosis, which seems kind of cool. Let's nuke these goons. Build another meadow instead. Yeah. Did I get rid of the cemetery? I did. Am I going to put one back there? Yeah, I am. Because I like how it looks. Ooh. Level 10 shield. Seems decent. Oh, you're good, Anonymous. It's all good. Max HP. I'm gonna miss my vampirism. But not that much. Well. Okay, let's do that. It's 42. 859. So I like the regen per second. I do. 859 health is base. Not bad, though. You know what I'm saying? Still got evasion. Regen. That vampirism, you really can't argue with it, though. I don't think you can, at least. God, that's an awful lot of dudes. Let's Oblivion these spiders at the very least. We're not destroying any tiles. I'd love to see us get the get to the boss. That seems kind of cool. We could do another mountain here. Another treasury. My goodness gracious. Beacon there. That'll give us another treasure. I guess we could place another grove. Yeah, we're so close to actually getting the map completion bar done. I'm into it. I am. And we're out of Oblivions, but what we're not out of is more rocks and mountains. Can we take on a bunch of goblins? Yeah, we can. We've gotten so much wood so far. It's pretty wild. 75 HP per day, which seems decent. Double skeletons, which is, you know, fine. We can take them. Get a little bit low on the old. Not low in the health necessarily, but like we're losing a fair chunk of that per encounter. Well, not so much here. Okay, so the rat wolves are still pretty pants. We're able to deal with them. No real problem. You're old. Yeah, I mean the shield's technically better, like in terms of the actual defense. But don't be absurd. So I guess we do want like higher quality gear, and then we get that from bigger, scarier monsters, so I guess. Yeah, these smaller foes ain't doing junk to us. We're literally regaining most, if not all, of the life that we lose per attack with each strike from us, so. If our vampirism stat was a little bit higher, we could probably get even more. We could probably leave some of these encounters healthier than when we went into them. Oh gosh, we're actually really close now. Yeah! Oh Jesus. Lich's Palace. It was here that sorcerer Omicron conducted his futile experiments in an attempt to stop the heat death of the universe. Every palace increases the Lich's HP. Okay, so this would have been the time that we would have gotten used the Oblivion. But it's fine. It's fine. Gotta deal with a little bout of these sons of guns. These sons of goons. Should we have just headed to the camp and left? Happy with our progress? Perhaps. But we didn't, and now we're living with the consequences of that. Now look at this little dude. What's up? How is this even possible? Oh, excuse me. How is this even possible? That's right, you didn't devour me like the rest of the world.
Haven't I? Do you really think? Wait. Sorry, I have to reread my lines. Do you really think? Do you really don't think so? Director, I'm confused by my lines.
Ahem. What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you.
I consumed all of your reality. Every one of its elements now rests in a separate pocket dimension. Spaces, living beings, information, even memories, they shall remain there until entropy does its work, turning everything into uniform static mass.
That sounds like the food in North Korea.
Along with you, of course.
Is my voice even coming across on the mic? I really can't tell. It's hard to say. You're insane.
Ellipses. So what do we have here? I see. You found a way to interact with other pieces of your reality, to organize, combine, and merge them. But how? I don't see any exceptional talent or knowledge in you. You hardly even understand what's happening, right?
I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world and thinks he can get away with it. You're already doomed and you know it.
Perhaps you're just the first in a series of systematic errors. A problem I must learn to solve. Let's not waste any time then.
I don't think you're capable of feeling regret, but I'm about to change that. Oh, Jeebus. Oh, he hits like a damn truck. Oh, no. He's attacking me with the power cosmic up in here. Like, I'm holding out against him better than I would have thought, but he's definitely going to, like, kill me in the next attack. Yeah, there we go. Well. I got my wood back, and I got some of the food. Let's build. Let's see what we can build. We're so close to being able to build that. To the smithy or the herbalist's hut. I didn't have an Oblivion card. Oh, gosh. Golly gee willikers. Okay. Well, I'm not 100% sure how to deal with him long term. But you know, that actually, that worked out perfectly because it's the end of the stream now. But hey, we got a new subscriber out of the deal. That's cool. We are 2 subscribers away from 40. And I think that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna end it here. Thank you all very much for watching. My name is Ned Finn, and goodbye.